stretched because they have got to get out to shooters. That's going to open up a lot of drives.
Now that kid Jordan Woodard, who missed the shot, has been very good as a young point guard. Nice move on the break. Wayne Selden with the first bucket of the game. Nadir Tharp, their point guard, who's played well in stretches this year. Kansas still looking for more consistency from that spot. He also has not been totally healthy of late. Andrew Wiggins looking to drive. He got fouled. Mode when he drives to the basket.
That was a big part of their shoot-around today. Bill Self really got on both Selden and Wiggins about really being aggressive and looking to score and putting pressure on the defense.
Ryan Spangler, the transfer, has made an impact way off the mark with that jumper, but the loose ball tipped back to Spangler. It's his head coach. Shot clock starting to wind down. Clark. Embiid switches out on Clark. There's Cousins for three. And the rebound. Nice effort by Clark. A whistle.
The defensive end is where this Oklahoma team needs to take its next step. This team can really score. But even on that one, now was he ready to shoot it when he caught it? Yeah, I guess, but
they start for the Jayhawks here. Wiggins had an opening, didn't look to shoot, now gets the ball back. And with the dribble, he was looking to pass. Embiid got the friendly carom and dunks it home.
Because if it's not an assist, then Embiid gets the offensive rebound. It's totally Embiid's success there.
From the corner, three is good. Buddy Hield. Both these teams use their benches fairly liberally.
Actually, Kansas probably hasn't been able to use its bench as much as it liked because of how difficult their schedule has been. It's been remarkably difficult in the non-conference.
Yeah, you're right about that. Bill Self has some young guys he likes, he thinks are talented, who haven't played big minutes yet. Long three, and Clark was way off the mark with that one.
Would have liked to have seen Bennett take that shot and work to get to the basket.
It's not really gotten his year going. Jayhawks ball leading by 5.
That was a set play for Andrew Wiggins to get a lob look, then they hit.
This Big 12 conference looks very tough. The schedule for both these teams, especially early in conference play, it's just ridiculous.
It really is. I mean, almost to the point where you have to question the scheduling. Good fake by Cameron Clark.
Oklahoma already in the bonus. Cousins hit 2 free throws. 5-point game here in Norman. Imposing, played at Memphis, graduated, has come here to Kansas. A guy who had some real productive games for Memphis.
I think I asked at the beginning of the year, asked Nadir Tharp, like, who sets the best screens on your team? He goes, you kidding? It was Tarek Black, mostly even by accident.
Selden again. Not this time. In and out. Offensive rebound, and Wiggins puts it back in. Steps back into a jumper and came up short. Nice rebound, Wiggins, who then almost lost it out of bounds. In fact, he did turn it over. It's a travel.
Well, I'd take that turnover if I could get my head that close to the rim on a rebound.
Man,
holy cow, that's an extra step on the ladder there.
Just a tiny little play, but part of why so many are so excited about Andrew Wiggins. The other night in East Lansing, I thought he was going to knock himself out there late in the game.
When he goes up, at least I would, is a guy 7 feet tall, getting his fouls, blocking shots, not taking charges.
Yeah, just go challenge. Wiggins draws a foul on this end.
I think this is the next step for Andrew Wiggins as a player, is attacking off the dribble more. He's a good perimeter shooter. He's got a good stroke, but another guy who probably has to be more down and ready when he gets the ball. But he's such a great athlete that I think if he attacks the rim, he's going to spend more time at the free throw line and put his opponents in more foul trouble.
Yeah, and you see those free throw numbers, they've gone way up, so it's a good thing for Kansas if he gets to the line.
Just right there, a refusal of the ball screen. Took it deep and then went right into the defender to draw the foul.
Wiggins made 1 of 2.
This game has been played with both teams. They look comfortable. And I don't think, as a defensive team, you don't want the offense to look or feel comfortable, and everybody looks comfortable out there.
And we don't say that often with Kansas and Bill Self. Wiggins left his feet, but found Tharp. Wiggins split right through the potential double team and then was fouled. Almost a spectacular finish, but he'll go back to the free throw line.
Makes this drive. You know, it's easy to say he should go up and take it to dunk. But I think if he tries to get that ball to the rim, even if he falls short, he's going to have more of an opportunity to complete the play and draw the foul. And he can dominate the game.
Almost looks like Wiggins the way he elevates for those jumpers. Wiggins. Rebound. Frank Mason off the bench. Wiggins has been playing huge minutes lately, just not coming out of games.
I think that Oklahoma probably the better offensive team. And Kansas has no
confidence issue or whatever.
1-3-1 now, half court. And Kansas going to try to look to get the ball along the baseline.
Perhaps Oklahoma trying to cut off some of those drives. Wiggins along the baseline. Another whistle. Foul against the Sooners.
Exchanges in this thing, too.
Perry Ellis has been forced to guard some of those perimeter players away from the basket.
Lon Kruger is so good at exploiting matchup advantages.
Woodard went by Wiggins, but then a reach in as Wiggins tried to strip the ball away.
Yeah, it couldn't have been Wiggins. He got a clean strip. It must have been somebody else.
That was not against Wiggins. It was against Connor Frankamp. Tie game, 37-37. Lots of offense in this one.
Maybe it was trailer just a little bit. It was tough. Certainly, it's tough to see in that slow motion.
Yeah, Wiggins now on this end draws another foul, so that sends us to a timeout.
Well, Wiggins is a really good player. The LeBron comparisons were unfair because there isn't another LeBron. But as he matures, and he's going to be a great defender, he's tremendous in transition.
I think his defense is underrated. He made a pretty nice defensive play there to cut off Clark.
Well, that's where his real value is transition and defense.
Neal, a little shot fake to create the opening.
Because Kansas, Wiggins is one. They've been going for a lot of those fakes.
Yeah, and you don't have Embiid out there on the floor.
Play, or you've got to slip and get to the basket. There are things that you can do to combat a switching team, and Kansas has not been doing those things.
Healed through the lob, and Wiggins got called for a hold as Clark started to elevate, and now a technical foul against Bill Self. Andrew Wiggins again.
Yeah, that was a lob play, and just that little bump threw the timing of the play off.
She put him on. He had a chuckle himself.
When Ellis drew the double team, he was savvy enough to get it back out.
Cousins way short, but good hustle play by Buddy Hield. He has blown away his career high, and he's got a long way to go. Man, is he playing well. Buddy Hield for three.
Now that's where Andrew Wiggins was playing with some nonchalance. As athletic and as gifted as he is as a defender, there's got to be a sense of urgency where he's going to get out there and make Buddy Hield put that on the deck. And a good challenge without fouling on that play.
Wiggins a little shot fake, and then the athletic move, missed the shot. Traylor sticks it in with the foul.
Render to blockouts, and when that ball went up, Wiggins got knocked away to try to get that second effort. And that's going to happen. I mean, these are difficult road games, and for any freshman, going on the road is just something they don't have a ton of experience in.
Maybe he had a fleeting thought of shooting it from a long way out.
I'm not sure how fleeting it was. He just thought better of it.
Yeah.
I think Connor Frankamp is thinking shot all the time, and he should, because he can really fire it.
That's an offensive foul. I think that's an illegal screen against Jamari Traylor.
You got to stay on the ground and make him shoot over. That's just too easy.
Wiggins gets the touch and hands off to the guy who's been the offensive star for the Jayhawks, Selden. Now a whistle and a foul.
Kansas really spreading the floor.
It's knocked to Buddy Hield.
That double team came from a long distance, and Traylor's got to do something with it quicker than that.
Yeah, he had enough time to react. Traylor on this end, maybe Wiggins got a piece of it as well. Both these teams showing some signs of cooling off a little bit from the field.
Got an easy run up to the basket.
You saw Hield pop up from the bench. He had some blood on his jersey, so they were trying to clean that up. Wiggins might have rushed that shot. Kansas sticking with it, but none of the tip attempts went down.
Able to put quite a bit of game pressure on Kansas. They get a score here, whether it's a 2 or a 3. just to make it a two-possession game.
Yeah, a few minutes ago it felt like Jayhawks had some nice separation. Wiggins with the armbar foul. Woodard creates for his teammate. The three. Energy guy for Kansas off the bench. Embiid with that double team. Tharp three. Got it.
With Hornbeak being injured, Cousins is playing some backup point. He's done a nice job.
Yeah, the Sooners people were saying to us, Embiid from the outside. He does have some range outside. Missed that one. The carom. There's Traylor again to Embiid with the left-hand finish.
He's nowhere near as physically dominant as Olajuwon was as a shot blocker, rebounder, and how physically tough he was as a freshman.
Yeah, and it's going to be. I mean, he does have just tremendous tools, potential, and good production. Hield was fouled off the dribble.
Make him pay for it on the other end. Make him guard in the post, go after him, because he's a matchup problem on the offense. Wiggins playing with 4 fouls. He has not been particularly aggressive on the offensive end, but I think Kansas got to look to keep getting the ball inside and not settle for jumpers.
Well, there's Wiggins right to the basket, but didn't finish. Woodard, I think, was already thinking about outlet. It's another hustle play for Selden. No timeout, and the arrow favors Oklahoma.
Now, Wiggins made a terrific move to the basket, but wound up double clutching, and he's got to go harder than that to the basket. That's the second time he's done that. Instead of going up and make somebody foul you. Get it up right to the rim, go straight up. You hear some guys say, hey, take it up and dunk it. Well, it's easy to say that, but still take it up to the basket and force a confrontation there rather than double clutching and bringing the ball down and making it a circus shot.
And now Oklahoma could cut it down to 3 or 2. Clark working against Wiggins with that foul trouble, and he went right by Wiggins. It was Embiid with the help, and the big man committed the foul.
I think has to be out of getting the ball inside or getting a drive into the paint.
Selden tried to do it, but the pass was knocked away. Cousins in the open court. Isaiah Cousins had it stolen by Wiggins, who dribbles it out of bounds.
Boy, 2 bad plays. First Cousins, then Wiggins making the steal. Just hold the ball. Not a very smart play by Wayne Selden, leaving the floor to pass. And I thought Cousins was going to take that ball to the rim, but after he threw it away, where's Wiggins going? Hold the ball.
Kansas wants to take some time off. They're going to have to foul. Selden almost fumbled the ball away. Wiggins, they didn't call a foul. Hield in the open court, dunks it home.
Wiggins didn't give him a chance to foul. He just threw that ball up for grabs instead of being strong with it.
Yep.
That was just a great play by Oklahoma. And a weak play by Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins caught the ball right in front of his own bench. Just hold it and let him foul you. There's no rush to get rid of it. Parker, Gordon. I think Ennis has put it into a position of being the freshman 5. Good block.
Yeah, very good block by Wiggins.